The Mistress, which is the Jeep that we use in all of our videos, she started out life as a base model 2.5 liter 4-cylinder 5-speed base model. She had all the exciting options like windshield wipers and a heater. She had an antenna but no radio, no speakers. She was absolutely a stripped down of a model, as you can imagine. But my wife loved her. And when the 4-banger blew up, she was crushed. And we'd always talked about we were going to do all the upgrades to the suspension first because, you know, it's got tired BDS suspension on it that was on it when we bought it, which, you know, basically I've dubbed the title of broke down suspension. Fits. And we were going to do that and beef up the axles first, but we always said that if anything ever went wrong and we lost the engine, that we were going to convert it to a V8. And going to a Chevy, for me, just was not an option. I'm a purist. I like to keep Chrysler, you know. It's kind of like, well, it's not kind of like, because the guys who put Chevy crate motors in Mustangs, kudos. Not a blue oval guy. But I'll probably catch some hate mail for that. But no, we wanted to keep it Jeep. And then one night, the 4-banger let go. Rod went into the top of the head, and you know, the piston collided with the spark plug, and she was done. I've got a nice bent spark plug sticking in my Joe Biden pencil holder. Spark plug is sticking in his butt. And so the quest began to put a V8 in it. And that's where this gets intriguing, because the electronics during the years of the TJ changed numerous times. There was different types of communications between the PCM and the dashboard, and so it got down to a quest to select the proper donor for the proper recipient. In essence, we had to find something that was a 4.7, because we decided every 4.7 I've ever had has run like a Swiss watch. People are down on them. I've had great luck with them. Decent power, 90 horsepower more than an inline 6, 90 more foot-pounds of torque than an inline 6, and 90 pounds lighter than an inline 6. Where we were going from a 2.5 to a 4.7, the horsepower and torque gain was massive. But to get back to the point, we had to select the proper vehicle. Well, the first place that you're going to have to start, and I would suggest that you go on Amazon or eBay and find a factory service manual for the specific year of Wrangler that you own. Yeah, it's going to run you about $110, $120 for a copy, but it's worth it, because there are plenty of aftermarket companies out there, All Data, and there's several others. But through research, we found that some of these sources are not correct, that you absolutely need to know what your donor vehicle is for real. And in 98, in the 4-liter, or I'm sorry, not the 4-liter, the 2.5 liter, the communications between the dashboard and the PCM was CCD format, which is a twisted wire, two-wire twisted wire format, and you have to keep them the same. So this limited what our donor vehicle could be, because we had a vehicle that was a 5-speed transmission, so no automatic transmission, which also runs through the PCM. The donor vehicle had to be something with a manual transmission. Well, there was only 2 vehicles with a 4.7 offered with a manual transmission. That was a Ram pickup and a Dodge Dakota pickup. Of the 2, the Dakota was a CCD format. The Ram was an SCI format. So that limited us to a Dodge Dakota, which, as it turns out, there was only about 2,000 of those made in 2000 that were the CCD communication with a 5-speed. So finding a replacement harness was going to be like finding a proverbial unicorn. So now it gets really weird. Now we have to find or build a wiring harness. But I think that's going to be a topic for another video.